How to write instructions to generate photorealistic AI visualizations. What phrases do artificial intelligence models understand best? Do all those multi-layered JSON files full of brackets and programming weights still make any sense? Or maybe the internet gurus selling their secret recipes don't actually know what they're doing themselves. Today we're putting prompting under the microscope and debunking myths in the visualization process. Just for the record, a prompt is a command for artificial intelligence. The most popular format is a text prompt, which is an instruction written in natural language like Polish, English, or any other. Translate this text into Chinese will give me a result in text form. This is called text-to-text. I give text and I get text. If I write, create a chair in Bauhaus style, I'll get a result in the form of an image. This is called text-to-image. Current AI models are multimodal. This means they understand multiple contexts, combining information from different sources, like text and images, so I can add an image of my chair with the note change material to brown leather, glass, plastic, grass, and I'll get an image result. Undoubtedly, the model combined both contexts, understanding them perfectly. Heck. Now even video can be a prompt. This video with the camera moving in the bedroom and a simple command, turn off the lights in the wardrobe, results in a wardrobe without LEDs. Nothing stops the prompt from being water rushes violently into the interior, flooding it with waves. But that's probably not what designers deal with on a daily basis. It's more about the ability to transform this into that. What's the simplest way to do it? The simplest way is to use the Raya.design platform, where you upload a view from SketchUp, choose the lighting type, and any extras. I'll add a pet, and the AI model generates a ready-made photorealistic visualization in just a few moments, without any prompts at all. Editing is also simple. You select a part and write, change the wall color to dark gray. You can add a reference object like this sofa in this selected spot. And that's basically enough. Actually, you don't need to watch this video anymore, but if you're still here with me, you want to understand prompting. Your choice. Raya is really cool and you can test it out completely for free at raya.design. Okay, that was the last time. I promise. I'm basing the rest of the video on the Google AI Studio interface. The full address is aistudio.google.com. The setup is a bit more complex, and if you don't have a Google AI Pro or Ultra account, you'll need to link a paid API key to your credit card. I've already talked about this in previous videos on the channel. I encourage you to check them out. I explained there, among other things, how to use Nano Banana Pro, currently the most powerful model for creating visualizations, and how it differs from the newer Nano Banana 2. In the meantime, I'm adding a simple view from SketchUp by just dragging it into the interface. And now, all that's left is the prompt. Which one? Let's compare the effectiveness of two prompts, a simple instruction written in natural English and a multi-layered JSON file. There's still a belief that the more complex the prompt, the better. In that case, the best instruction would be one that specifies every element of the arrangement in detail, leaving no room for the AI to interpret. And that's exactly what JSON is. It's kind of like the official language of computers. Every bracket opens a new class. For example, camera properties along with subclasses. I think that's what you can call them. I'm not a programmer. Perspective, focal length, depth of field, and style. For furniture, it could be name, type, color, material, and position. No one in their right mind writes these prompts manually. LLMs do it, of course, like GPT, which can interpret images and return these multi-layered JSONs. So how does such a prompt compare to a simple description full of verbs like transform, keep, or make? I clearly state my intention in it. I point out which elements to keep and what to change. According to the manual provided by Google, this should be enough to get a decent result. Wondering what the difference is between these two prompts? Let's check. To rule out chance, I repeated this operation 5 times. Here are the results. It turns out the difference is marginal. The generations created from the complex JSON prompt aren't noticeably prettier or better in any way at all. A big downside of this format is that to edit anything, I have to go deep into its structure to find the right class. It takes time and is completely unintuitive. It's the same with those long 5,000 character prompts. Gemini can create those too, and in them, it's also unclear where the light is described, what specific changes refer to, and if phrases like 8K, Ultra HD, or Vogue living style even make any sense. Well, the truth is, they don't. You can see it in the attached image. Where did this myth come from? Older models actually needed such structures to understand what we were after. Today's models think in a different way. They organize information themselves. That's one reason why even the simplest prompt gives a great result. The Nano Banana Pro model I used actually reasons. I can peek into its thought process by expanding the reasoning flow. The artificial intelligence develops the text instruction itself in a process called chain of thought. So it seems that the prompt in our case isn't that important, because the AI will interpret it its own way anyway. The second reason why such advanced prompts have a marginal impact on the result is the model's tendency to generalize. Even with a mile-long prompt, it'll be hard to force a drastically different effect from the AI. This model is not a designer. It can simultaneously analyze a dental X-ray, tell a Maltese from a terrier, and understand a company chart on the WIG stock exchange. Because it has such broad knowledge, it averages the results. It aims for the middle of the probability distribution. It doesn't know many specific architectural styles like medieval modern, and doesn't reason that 3 chairs can stand around a round table, not always 4. In short, it has certain tendencies, patterns that it repeats and from which it cannot be swayed. To be completely honest, of course the prompt matters, but much less than people usually think. When generating AI visualizations, the image input is just as important as the text instruction. In the SketchUp view, everything is already there and the prompt won't change much. Of course, a simple "make photorealistic" visualization won't be enough. You'll get a generic cookie-cutter result without any details. Look at the comparison with the prompt I used previously. The materials and lighting are much better, and the whole thing is more realistic. It's a different story when you don't use any image input at all. When you generate from scratch in a text-to-image workflow, a simple prompt like "luxury living room interior" will give a poor result. That's too broad of a definition. In this one situation, a prompt in JSON format wins out. However, if you want to create professional visualizations, you need some kind of image base. So, I'm going back to image. Alright, so what's the deal with these prompts? What does a good prompt look like? According to Google and DeepMind, the creators of the Nano Banana family of models, you should start with the phrase "using provided image," so the model relies on the image we provide. Then the verb transform, make, turn. A strong action that indicates my intention. I want to change the raw SketchUp view into a photorealistic photo, and that's my first sentence. Next, I write hierarchically about the most important elements that should be preserved, going through materials and light. I mention PBR features or global illumination, which AI associates with photorealism, to finally get to the composition and camera position. 3 or 4 sentences written in natural English will give the best effect. But honestly, you can write in Polish if that language allows you to formulate prompts more precisely. The model will translate it into its own language anyway. However, some details might disappear in this translation. In the Polish language, you turn a lamp on, but sometimes you also light it just like a match. Be careful so the model doesn't interpret this too literally. I approach this a bit differently. I use what's called an iterative workflow. First, I write a prompt according to general rules and study the model's reaction. Seeing that it has trouble understanding, let's say, the floor, I go back to the prompt and modify it by adding bleached old oak boards to the description. It's just a few sentences, so I maintain full control. The final visualization is often the result of many attempts, but this way I work much more efficiently. To sum up, a good prompt is one that you understand. It doesn't have to look like code from the Matrix. Follow the logic of the official Google guides. I'm leaving links in the description of this video, but write in your own way and study how the model reacts to your prompts. It's really much simpler than many people want to convince you. There are no magic tricks that will make your visualizations significantly better. If you want to learn logic-based working techniques for working with artificial intelligence, check out my visualization and video AI course at cgwisdom.pl. There I expand on the topic of prompting and many other issues that will help you use artificial intelligence in your daily work. Thank you for watching this video all the way to the end, and I hope to see you again very soon.